Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Nick. So I wanted to do a little DM talk here, take a little side quest, side path from the crafting, and we'll do some session crafting. This one, I want to do a DM talk about monster stat blocks and how I do it. And maybe you draw a little inspiration from it, because that's what I hope happens. And if not, let me know what you guys do. Anyway, let's dive right in.
All right, guys, so here we go. So I have a encounter here laid out, a couple of notes. It's mostly an RP, but you don't know what PCs are going to do, right? You never know what your players or your adventurers are going to do. So we're going to prepare for a fight because my group is bloodthirsty. They like that stuff. Anyway, we're going to set up some stat blocks. So the way I do it is I have orc here already labeled. First thing I'm going to do, I'm going to start off with some HP. And I hope I have enough room here on the side to show the stat block too, to follow along. But we're going to go with the orcs. So on page 246 of the Monster Manual, we'll go ahead and use that stat block. So their HP is 15. My group is at around level 4. So I know this is a half challenge, but that's all right. So we're going to go ahead and boost that up a bit. Now, the average is 15, but it's a 2d8 plus 6. So if you do the math real quick, what do I get? 24? So I'm going to go with a 20, and that's it. I'm just going to put 20 here. And if I have to do some DM magic, don't tell my players, we'll adjust it accordingly on the fly, you know? Not every orc is the same. Maybe some are injured. Maybe some are just a little stronger. So maybe one orc has 23. Maybe another orc has 15. Maybe some of the orcs have 2 hit points because they're just that hurt. So you get to change it on the fly. The next stat I'm going to need, right, is AC. Now, they have 13 and hide armor. We're going to put 13 and hide. I don't think my players are going to grab the hide per se. But if it was plate mail, if it was scale mail, whatever, we'll go ahead and jot that down because they might want to pluck that. And we're going to put a speed of 30, right? And most of them are 30 anyway. So I don't really mark that down because most humanoids are going to be 30 feet anyway. Next stat we want is 2 hit. Now, they have 2 weapons here. Those 2 hits are the same. They're going to be a +5. So let's go +5. Now, damage. Here's where I kind of change things up. I kind of put the melee first and then the range. And I do it on 1 die. So if you can see, we have a 1d12 plus 3. That's a 15, right? With a minimum of 4. So from 15 to 4, we can do, instead of adding the bonus, because I feel like the bonus as a DM kind of holds you up, especially if you're running multiple monsters, it holds you up. So instead, let's get rid of that bonus and let's kind of get the math going, right? 1d12 plus 3. That's a minimum of 4, a maximum of 15. Instead, let's just do 4d4. That's a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 16. I think it'll be okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do 4d4. They get a little bonus, but all I have to do is roll 4 die. That's it. I don't have to think about the math. It's whatever the dice come out, that's going to be the number. And they get a +1 on top of it. I don't think it's going to make a difference. So that's going to be the melee. Now, they have a javelin, right? And that's going to be 1d6 plus 3. We're going to do the same thing. That's a minimum of 4 and a maximum of 9. So instead of that, why don't we do, let's say, 1d10? Nah. If it's a minimum of 4, let's raise it. Let's raise the maximum and lower the minimum. So thinking on the fly here, let's just do 2d6, right? You lower their minimum so they can really hit really low by 2, but you increase their maximum by 3. And you get rid of that bonus. So 2d6 on the range. And I can do abbreviations, but this is Great Axe and this is Jav. Now, XP, I kind of divvy out XP encounter wise. So this encounter, if they choose to fight it, actually, I don't even know if I'll reward it because it's not meant to be fought. So I don't think I would reward too much XP. It'd probably just reward treasure itself or a minimum XP for bypassing it anyway. But it's not meant to be an aggressive encounter. This one, these orcs have different agenda than fighting with the players. So with that tangent, let's keep going. All right. They have an intimidation +2. You can go ahead and mark that down. What I normally need for it is the saving throws. If they get into a fight, I want to roll saving throws. This I average. So I put saving throw and I put physical and mental. That's it. All right. Now I kind of average the 3 stats on the physical side: your strength, your dex, and your con. Intuitively, I know that my orcs might have a lower dex and a higher strength, but I'm going to average it out. And it's not exactly mathematically average. What I mean by this is I would take this +3 strength and that +3 constitution and just put +3. Now, if I make a +2 on the dex or +1 or even a +0, every orc is different, right? So don't worry about that call if you just do it intuitively. But you know that, or it could be +3, or you roll that +3 for dex because that orc is one fly dude. So he's Achilles. He's the orc version of Achilles. So we're going to do the same thing for mentals. Now, they're not too smart, right? But the intelligence of -2, the -0 and the -0, I'm going to make a judgment call. And I'm just going to put -1. All right. I didn't do it for this, but for the strength, but I did it for the orc. And that's it. Now, let's put some aggression, right? As a bonus action, the orc can move up to its speed towards a hostile creature. So let's write that. Aggressive. Did I spell that right? I hope I did, man. That'd be embarrassing. All right. Bonus action. Okay. Move extra 30 feet towards hostile. That's it. Towards hostile. All right. Every orc just got buffed with that. That's it. But you have different orcs, right? So my players, they're level 4. So let's kick it up a notch, right? And the CR ratings. It doesn't matter. This game is not a video game. So sometimes encounters are just going to be lopsided. That's it. That's like if you're in WoW and you're walking into a area that has all skulls. Like, you choose to walk forward. I can't help you there. So, well, I'm the DM. I can't help you there, right? Anyway. All right. Let's go to the next page. 247. I'm going to do this right on the same, right? So I'm going to make myself a divider. You can get fancy with it, but I'm not too fancy, I guess. I just some long dumbbells. Yeah. All right. I'm going to put, orc grum. It's just a difference. I'm not actually, if you go by the lore of the thing, then, you use the name, but, I don't. So let me slide in here, and I hope that I still have enough room here on the stat block. Anyway, same thing. So we're just going to go follow that line. Now, for the Grumish on the next page, it's a average of 45, but 48, you get 48 plus 18. I'm trying to do quick math here, but 58, 66. So again, this is a CR2. Let's do 60. All right, let's keep it simple. It's sort of that mentality with ICRPG also, everything kind of falls into that 5s, the 10s. So the orc has 6 hearts. All right. Now he has an AC. Now he has ring mail and a shield. So we're going to mark that down. So we're going to put 16 and we're going to put ring M plus shield. All right. That's it. They might want to pluck that. It's up to them. What's next? To hit. Let's see his to hits. He has a spear which he can change into range or melee. Great. But he's at a +5 also. But you know what? I'm actually gonna jump his stat. Because he's a CR2, I'm gonna go ahead and jump his stat up to +6. Sometimes these pluses, they do make a difference. I'm sure you guys know. All right. So if he hits with it, so it's 1d6 plus 1d8 damage. Okay. So why don't we just do 2d8 or 3d6, right? If it's 1d6 plus 3, that's a minimum of 4. That's a minimum of 5 plus, man, I'm trying to do quick math here, man. I'm just not in the mood. You know what? Let's just call it a 3d6. That's 18. I think he could do a maximum of 9. He could do a maximum of 17 and a minimum of 5. So 3d6 sounds right. So we're gonna do 3d6, right? And piercing damage, you could do 2-hand to make a melee attack. Yeah, we'll just leave it at 3d6. That's fine. This is where you mark it down. If you want to switch into 2-handed, you want to jot that down, this is where you would do it. All right. So he's just at a 3d6 normal. All right. And that's his spear. And then his things here. So he looks like he's a little smarter. So what we're going to do is we're going to go +3 on his saving throw. And we'll go 0. That's fine. And that's it. Now you have 2 stat blocks here. That's probably, I'm going to use this stat block probably for my head warrior here. So I named him Jodak. And my man has a big scar on his face. That's it. And then you just continue on. Now, see, aggressive. He has aggressive, but he has Grummish Fury also. So Orc deals an extra 4 1d8 damage when it hits with the weapon attack included in the attack. So that's probably the +1d8 here. So yeah, I think we included that already. Is he doing bigger damage than this guy? Nah. You know what? Let's make it 46. Heavy hitter. That's it. Because you can. That's the beauty of this. All right. 46. So he has a minimum of 4. He's Jodak. He's special. And the Fury. And he does have cantrips, right? So what does he have? Guidance, resistance, thaumaturgy, thaumaturgy, bless, command. Ooh, I like bless and I like spiritual weapons. So let's give him something here. Let's give him actually resistance. All right. And I'll fill in resistance after I'm done here. Let's give him one more. So we'll give ourselves some space here and we'll give him, you know what? He's Jodak, right? So I like resistance because you can explain resistance without giving him magic. I don't really want him to be a magic user, but you can still explain resistance for him, right? And you can explain, maybe we'll give him command. And that's it. I'm going to leave all the others out because just too many options. Fights are going to last. Fights should last only a couple of rounds. So just pick what you want. That's it. You're hand picking and you just made a new orc too. Is he stronger? Is he weaker? Well, he has less options on the magic front, Grummish, but he hits harder with the 4d6. You be the judge. You know, they all get aggressive. And then I'm going to fill in these here. All right. All right, guys. Well, that's it. That's what I do for stat blocks. I try to make it as easy as possible so I can run as smooth as possible. If you guys are interested in more DM talk, just let me know in the comments below. I know it's a little side quest from the crafting, but anyway, I'm going to take much of your time. If you like this, hit the thumbs up. If you don't like it, I mean, I don't encourage hitting the thumbs down, but, you know, you can tell me in the comments below, hey, you know, what about this or what about that? You know, again, I'm a big boy. I can handle conversation. Come follow me. Facebook, Craftnix. Twitter, Craftnix. Instagram, Craftnix.
And the best thing you could do is, if it adds value to your table, man, to share it with whoever, wherever you are in the social media world of internet webbing. And until next time, guys, the crafts will always be coming, so not to worry. But, you know, we do this gaming, so I do it all, you know? I do everything for the game. So, guys, don't limit your challenges. Challenge your limits. And with that, let me know what you guys do, and I'm out of here.